Okay, my name is Dominique Petras. I was born in Tahiti, half Chinese, half Czechoslovakian. And as I told you, I was very lucky to grow up in the pearl world, because I grew up with Jean-Claude Brouillet, who sold his farm to Robert Van. So I grew up seeing, the pearl history start. Even had the luck to meet Mr. Salvador Asael in Montreal when he came in 1980, and when they first started talking about having the Tahitian pearl at the GIA. So for us it's very interesting. And 2 years and a half ago, the Four Seasons asked me to take care of the shops here. And I first started by just the hotel shop, and then they asked me what I thought about the Tahitian pearl, and right away I said yes. And I started really, learning more about it. I was just living with it, loving it, but not really knowing more about the techniques. And I remember then when I started, doing my GIA, diploma, I remembered all the things that Jean-Claude or Robert were showing me, and remember, going to Manihi with the Rosenthal, seeing the farm, the grafting. And for me, I think that you cannot work in the pearl business without passion. For me, it's a very feminine gem, but it's like I always say that diamond is the king and pearl is the queen. And why I love pearl is because it's a very ecological gem. Like, everything is Mother Nature. Besides the fact that the human just put this little bead, the rest is Mother Nature decided about the shade, decided about the color, about the luster. And our pearl, for me, is magic because we call it black pearl, but it's when you see all the different colors, and at the same time matching Tahitian pearl is just like, we had a really big pearl at the Black Pearl Lounge. It was I think it was an 18 millimeter. It was a turquoise blue, beautiful luster. It was very lightly blemished. And one of our customers came and said, okay, I would like a strand. And I said, sir, even if I try very hard all my life, I might not even find a second one like that. Because the color is natural, that's why we're at the GIA. Because here it's totally illegal to tint or polish or irradiate pearl, so that's what is protecting us. So working here also is very interesting because the guests at the Four Seasons are, look for quality. They want to make an investment, not an expense, so they really care about the quality and the beauty. But the big challenge, what is interesting, is when you have people come and you said, about pearl, and they say, oh, a little bit. I don't really like pearl, I don't really care. And the challenge is to share your emotion with them. And the way we work is like, for me, I don't want just people to say, okay, this is that much, thank you, certificate, bye-bye. It's just sharing emotion. They say, sir, mom, let's go outside. You buy pearl like you buy diamond in the daylight because you see all the overtones, the reflection, the surface. And then you start sharing with them, showing them and teaching them about the pearl. And you can see how they change and they start, paying attention and realizing the rarity of this gem. And, and you see after 1, 2, 3 days, they start coming back and, learning more. So it's very interesting working here with them. And especially this pearl here is unreal. Sometimes people, I think every day I notice that people don't realize how the value of this pearl. I see a lot of pearl, but this one is just fascinating. And often when, I spend a lot of time just looking at them, and I can have 2,000 pearls, I know each of them, and they all have a personality. One is very Jackie O, the other one is very, arrogant. They all have a personality. You think I'm crazy, huh?
I can you show us the pearl that you brought with you?
This one is magic. That's why when people come and they, you have all the colors of the rainbow here, see? That's what I try to tell people, like you see the orient, you see the luster, you have the colors of the rainbow. And what is magic is that the color is natural. You cannot call a print shop and say, okay, this is Pantone 1246. No, that's what matching Tahitian pearl, you know, matching white, it's okay, but matching this, you know, when you know that to get 10 top gems, you start from minimum 2,000 spats. And all you have to go through, you know, in case of, you know, the weather, the predators, you know, it's just unreal what they do. And especially when you compare, I mean, I love diamond, but you destroy almost nothing with pearl, you know, and it's all natural.
Now, what is the perfect pearl to you?
The pearl that you love, just like the man or the woman of your life. And that's what I tell our guests, you know, and I said, of course, the best would be the biggest, with the highest luster, with the rarest color, perfect surface quality, but the pearl that you love is the most important.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.